Hi, let's try this again. No YTS shit, just fucking play my goddamn music. Alright, YTS is officially offline, period, until I figure out what the fuck my computer is doing to this audio signal, because I have no clue. I thought we'd fixed it, I heard it fine, but for whatever reason, OBS cannot hear the damn thing. I don't know, maybe I can try putting it into the line out? Well, I can't do that because that apparently decides to also change completely irrelevant shit that I didn't ask it to change. I'm very frustrated with my audio setup, if you cannot tell. And there's no way for me to really fix it. Okay. I'm gonna try YTS one more time, okay? This is also not the correct song. Give me a moment. No. We're live. We're here. Hi. Hi, everybody. Sorry for being a bit annoyed on stream. It's been a long week. I try and do this to relax, but sometimes the little stuff just gets to me, you know? Bup. Get you some toad. Yeah, it's just been a long week. So for anybody who doesn't know, I work in estimating, construction estimating, but not new construction, which makes my job really hard because I'm basically looking at old building plans or building plans that somebody came up with and shit out in like a week, and trying to figure out what they actually mean by everything and how to price it. And specifically, I do plumbing stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the YTS output to my normal line in, and if this works, fine, fuck it, we've solved the problem, I guess. And if not, yeah, it's just going to the wrong channel for some reason. I'm very confused by it too, because it's going to my headphones despite the fact that my headphones are not the default audio output or input. I'm gonna not mess with stuff right now because, to be quite frank, I don't care enough. It's just annoying, I suppose. Nope. I mean, I can hear it just fine, but it's not working for anybody else. Which is really frustrating because I can't share that noise with you without sharing everything I'm hearing, which I guess I could reroute everything so it works like that, but that sounds awful because there's definitely some noises I probably don't want to be hearing on stream occasionally, but I don't know. Or I want to hear, but I don't want you to hear, but that would make it a pain in the ass to set up every time. I'm gonna need some more thought on this one, so fuck it. It's just, I'm shutting it down for the time being. Everything is working except that. Yeah, we just won't do it. I'm just annoyed because for anybody who doesn't know, or well, nobody would know, Walker Pierce and I just spent like 2 fucking days, like a couple hours each, working on that, and it's just not working now. Like, I was relatively happy with it and excited to use it, and it's just non-functional because of some stupid nuances on my end that I don't understand. But anyway, going back to work this week. So we had a bid come in, well, an RFP, something that we're working on, and it's a job out in Hawaii. And I've been trying really hard to make everything work because how I typically do things is, oh, it's plumbing. That means it's going to be on we do residential units. So it's just per unit residential plumbing basis. Easy enough. You know, I go in, I find the different units and how the patterns work. And then I price one unit and multiply it out times that many and we're fine. That doesn't work for this building because basically every single unit is different and there's 98 of them. So I've been very stressed most of this week trying to figure out a way to I've been very stressed this week trying to find out a way to price everything that doesn't make my head want to explode, trying to keep track of like 30 different things. And it's been very difficult, and I don't know if I've entirely succeeded, but I think that I've got it in a spot where it's acceptable enough as a bid that it'll work. But it's been very frustrating and stressful, and pretty much 8 hours a day every day for the past week. I've just been looking at that. Now that bid date got extended today, so I'm very thankful for that. And it was a nice day out. It's actually a little warm out. So I'm having an okay day now. It's just this has been a long week. It's been a long week. All right. Anyway, you know what I haven't checked yet is when was the last time we played Seaman? And by that I don't mean like the actual day. I mean the day that we put into the the Dreamcast. Yes, we're going back to Seaman. We're gonna check in with our Seaman for a couple days, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're still on Morrowind's stream. Walker Pierce, you guys gotta fix my fucking stream title. That's what the mods, you're allowed to change my game and stream. I keep forgetting because it's on an entirely separate tab for me. You guys are welcome to do that. Because otherwise I'm just telling people that they're coming into the wrong stream. Because now I've gone live. Welcome back. You have no power. Shit. What, do you get bad storms up there? Oh, fuck yeah, Morrowind made it. Wait a second. Thanks, Mickey. Fucking cheers. It pisses me off because I forget. Because the way they have it set up, I have my chat and my stream information in OBS in like their own little like window thing, but they're like tabbed. And I'll just forget that I have the stream information tab. Anyway, everybody go fucking follow Mickey. Go follow Mickey when he goes live. Oh, I don't have my bot up. Fucking idiot. Stupid ads. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the ads. Arg. Hope you're well. Know the feeling. Yeah, everything breaks the moment you don't need it to. Exactly. It's just what it is around here. That's like half the stream, honestly. Let me start up the bot. I normally use my my script to start everything up all at once, but I don't want to do that anymore. Or at least I want to change that script. So back to this, I guess. Let's try that again. Me forgetting every 10 minutes that your guest audio is turned off. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, go follow Mickey. He's cool. He plays Morrowind occasionally, but he's been playing. I'm looking forward to the Sims stuff, Mickey. I'm very much looking forward to more Sims stuff. Honestly, pretty much anything you do. What? You're entertaining, man. But can't follow twice. That's true. You can make another account, but that's also not advisable. All right, let me look at the date. What was the last time we played Seaman? Channel. No, I don't want to watch me live. Who the fuck would want to watch this idiot live? You'll have to pardon my my language as well. Unfortunately, it's been a minute. Watch me live. It's been. Watch this idiot live. Okay, so pardon my even mods aren't safe. Really excited? Yeah. I always tell folks to play Sims 1. Sims 1 is just a bizarre mess of a game. It's very unique. I have apparently lost 2 subscribers over on YouTube. Cheers. I don't care anymore. I've learned I don't care. Yeah, it's just Sims is just such a strange game. This was 2 weeks ago, so this would have been the most recent one. Seaman. What did I do? That was me making the thumbnail. So if I pull back to right here, basically. It's that channel. sure it'd be a shame if you were trying to tell me something important right as an ad started. Yeah, I wish that I could, like... Losing subs is tough when you're that size. I used to delete older vids when that happened. Yeah, honestly, I don't care about this on my other channel that much. It's going to be where I post VODs at this point, and I think if I really do want to make actual videos, I think I'm going to post them on a separate channel. But yeah, it does suck when you lose subscribers. I just learned I don't care. I'm posting 3-hour-long VODs. Like, I don't post anything else on this channel anymore. It's fine. I'm not that mad about it. Whoa. I saw the date. December 9th was the last time we played. Alright, so December 10th, 1998 it is at 4:20 a.m. because I'm funny, I guess. But yeah, Mickey, hope you're doing well, bud. Alright, let me fucking swap on over here. You just posted cringe, bro. You were going to lose subscriber. Yeah, I don't give a shit. One of the benefits, thankfully, of not caring, of doing this as a hobby and not because I want to make extra money off it as a side gig and learning very quickly that I do not give a flying fuck about making money as a side gig from this, is that I don't have to worry as much about numbers, which does take a lot. That takes a toll on your mental health. I'm not the only person who's going to tell you that. Also, hi, Leonard.
Gillmen. They appear to be very hungry. So let us head over to the tank.
Oh, they're hungry. Okay. Been meaning to say, hey, for a bit, good to see you on Twitch. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Mostly editing and taking a chill before RE4 tonight. Ooh, you're playing RE4. Very nice. Have fun, man. You gotta hustle, man. No. Anybody who tells you you gotta hustle or do the fucking grind set, there are certain instances where that's true. Unfortunately, content creation is one of them, and it can be a little bit detrimental to your mental health. That being said, no. You don't have to hustle. I don't have to hustle. And to be honest, nobody should. I don't like this lighting.
Must have food now.
Shut up, you ungrateful idiots. Jesus. Calm down. Alright. I don't know how I just instinctively remembered how this works. Oh, they got faces still. Oh no, I can't hear Majima. You guys can hear him though. Double Hajime. Oh, is it doubling? What the fuck? That's strange. Okay, give me a minute here. 2 for the price of 1, that's true. Don't know what that's about. Cause I still can't hear it. Oh wait, is it because I have the YTS on and it was coming out of the line out? That, I think, fixes it. Give me a minute, folks. We're gonna... This game's silly. This program is silly. OBS is having a fucking moment. And I'm not quite sure how to fix it is the big problem. Because OBS wants to route things its own way, and I'm trying to route things another way, and it just kind of loses its shit, you know? Did I miss any of them? Probably the ones up here. Can you talk to Mothman? Yeah, we can. I wish you could. I don't think these are intelligent. I just think they look weird. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure the audio is still coming through. You guys can hear everything fine, right? Also, one of the downsides of doing this all on my end is that I cannot replay, things if they go wrong, which is a shame. Well, I can kind of replay them, but not quite. So I think these are going to be too big. So we may have a small issue here? I don't know. Can you eat this? Will you eat this?
I'm hungry.
I don't think they're gonna eat it, guys. Moose. I agree, Walker Pierce. Moose. Like, can I feed them the full-grown ones? Because I don't think that I can. I'm fairly certain that I can't, actually. Can I pick up this chrysalis? Does the spider have a face? Yes, it does. Of course it fucking does. Oh no, it just looks weird.
Are you going to stop?
Look, man, I'd love to feed you. All I can do right now is these eggs, I guess. This game walked so Facade could run. Fair enough. Egg!
Hey, food. Here. Now.
Oh.
I'll bet if I were a dog, you'd feed me.
Hey. Look, I'm fucking trying, okay?
Have food now.
I physically cannot do anything.
This wonder joke's over. Feed me.
Have you heard of Cruelty Squad? Yes. Yes, I have. Doesn't seem like my type of game, but it seems kind of dope. So they're not going to eat anything that I have on hand right now. I believe I have mismanaged something. I don't know if they're going to starve or not. If they starve, I'm done playing Seaman for the time being. It's wild and weird, very strange game.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, this game's weird. There's a sequel on the PS2. I think it was Japan only. There's also Christmas Seaman. Seaman with cheats. Hey, you know what? I might be able to do that. It might be a couple years. So I ordered a... somebody is making something. They're called... I forget exactly what the name is. It might just be like VMU2 or something. What the hell are you doing, man? You fucking clipping into the vortex here. But yeah, I don't have anything to feed these guys with, I don't think. Unless the spider works.
If I were a dog, you'd feed me.
But I don't think the spider works.
Okay, finless wonder, joke's over. Feed me.
I can't fucking do that,
Yes.
dude. Hi, assholes. Yeah, it's the VMU2 is the thing that I got, I believe.
Something to
I have backed the whatever it was, an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter on it, which I know what you're gonna say, like, you know, don't go for those, and I agree. I don't expect anything to come out of those, but if I happen to get something cool, then neat. But basically, it's a VMU that has rechargeable battery pack built in, so you don't have to put one in like I'm gonna have to do with my VMUs at some point. You can plug it in. It still works like VMU, like a normal VMU, but you can store multiple games on there, so you're not just limited to the one game you load off your Dreamcast. You can download save data off the internet. It's all over USB-C, which makes me happy, because USB-C is good. I'm glad that we're finally getting a standard that's just standard.
I'm starving to death.
Alright. I don't have any way to feed these guys. I don't have any extra food pellets.
I'll bet it.
And I don't think that I'm going to get anything else until tomorrow. So I think what I have to do is end, and we'll see what happens. And if we fucked it up, we fucked it up. Let's just see what happens. Turn the power off. Turn on the console after opening the tray so that it boots into the BIOS menu. Go to the next day. Actually, I tell you what, we'll skip forward to like 10 a.m. and let's see what happens. The part I always forget, you gotta shut the lid afterwards. I really do want to get one of these Dreamcasts modded at some point. I just can't warrant the expense right now. I've got too much going on. I'm trying to take a trip this summer. And I've got other stuff to pay off, like credit card stuff. If we ruined it, jump backwards. It won't let you jump backwards, because it saves the most recent date in the VMU memory. And if you try to pull backwards, I think that it might do some goofy shit.
Welcome to the laboratory.
Come to Tennessee, it's boring. I was also in Indiana last month, which was actually not bad, but it was only because I was with a friend.
To have you back so soon.
Leonard sounded very weirded out.
2 gillmen. They appear to be very hungry. So let us head over to the tank.
So soon. Yeah, exactly. That was just a weird inflection to put on it. He sounded concerned. Did you leave your keys here? One thing I've learned that's very hard while trying to mimic voices is trying to mimic mouth shapes. And I don't mean like, you know, how you speak. I mean like some people just have bigger mouths than others. Oh, this is bad. Brick ate them. God damn it, Brick. Alright, so after murdering a cocoon and an egg.
Feed me.
Alright. Come back in a couple hours and see what happens. Mouth shapes is what I was talking about. So, like, for people who don't necessarily know, part of the reason Freddie Mercury has such a distinctive voice is because he actually just had a really fucking big mouth. Like, physically big mouth. We're talking about big mouths, I guess. I gotta mention Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler also has a very big mouth. But Freddie Mercury also had a big mouth, and it was just like the physical size of your mouth like changes how you shape air. Which is part of why like some people just have such different inflections and little like nuances of the way that they speak. Yeah, rip Brick and Charles. All right, we'll try this, and then we'll just flip the day and see what happens. We'll try, what is this, 4 p.m.? We just keep showing up. Hello again, Leonard. Leonard, I've come to bargain. No. But, yeah, it's just like that's something that's really hard to, like, the mouth thing, that's something that's really hard to, like, properly, like, emulate, because in a lot of cases, if you got a small mouth, you got a small mouth.
Welcome to the laboratory of Jean-Paul Gasset.
And so it can be kind of hard to, like, actually, like, emulate a lot of the stuff that they do, and you kind of just have to, like, overact it,
quite so much attention on Seaman. At the moment, the habitat contains 2 gillmen.
I wonder what the fuck Leonard Nimoy had to think about this project. I wonder if anybody ever interviewed him about this. Just like, why did you voice for this, like, weird fucking video game about raising... It's a virtual pet game. But it's just very strange virtual pet game. Alright, we'll try this, and if they haven't hatched, well... I don't know, maybe they died. Well, shit. Alright. Jacques Cousteau. I don't know, what's his actual name? It's not Jacques Cousteau, that's the fucking Pink Panther dude. It's, Jean-Paul Gasset, was that it? Yeah. It also mentions him as living from 1899 to question mark. Which brings into question when exactly is the time that this game takes place. Because if it's supposed to be actual release date in like 1999 or 2000, he's been alive for a while. Alright, we're just gonna have to go for it. 8 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday. I don't know what day that was. Panther Men, not the Cheetah Men. We need the Cheetah Men back. We need more Action 40. That's what's wrong with the world right now. Was that the name? Action 40, Action 50, whatever the fuck it was? It's probably a historical laboratory. Yeah, you would hope, but I kind of like the idea of it just taking place in 2052. So, thank you, Walker Pierce. Action 52. Could not remember the number.
I regret to inform you that Seaman has passed away.
Rip. Seaman has, in fact, passed away. So, unfortunately, what that means is that we're done. It's going to save the game before it lets us in. Anyway, we fucked up somewhere. Did Brick eat Charles? No, they both just died. Yeah, they just fall over and die. And that's it. And I don't think that you get another chance. I think you have to wipe your memory card before it'll let you try anything again. The egg still didn't hatch. So he's a more expensive and whiny Tamagotchi? Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, they're both dead. So I don't know what to do at this point.
Save and end the session?
Sure, Leonard. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna, like, move the day forward again. I'll just take care of the bugs then. Yeah, I mean, the bugs got weird faces on them. That's kind of neat, at least. But yeah, we didn't have anything to fucking feed them with. So I guess I messed up early on. Maybe, I think I remember, like, taking one of the bugs and accidentally putting them in the water without thinking about it. And I probably made a comment about it biting us in the ass later, and it probably did. So that sucks, but we didn't have anything to feed them with. Yeah. So basically, if you fuck up at all, okay, cool, pet died. That's a shame. I really wanted to see the end of this game, but I don't know if I have the mental capacity to go through this game for like 4 or 5 hours. Maybe I'll do that one day. I'll just go through this game for like 4 or 5 hours on the Dreamcast. Honestly, this is the only reason why I had Dreamcast night tonight. I've got some other stuff we can play, but it's not a ton of super interesting stuff. Unless we want to play Death Crimson OX again. Wow, Leonard doesn't even say hey. I'll come and do it for you. Well, I tried to loop Luke into playing this with me for a while, and he got into it. We got through the first, like, half hour, and then it was like, wow, this sucks. SA1. Funny you say that. I actually have SA1 lined up. Walker plays so you don't have to. Twitch plays Seaman. Sounds like a terrible idea. Anyway, yeah, it's just the bugs, and there's nothing else going on. It's actually kind of depressing. You literally have to wipe your file off the fucking thing. It's kind of weird. I guess we'll do that then. I don't have the mental capacity to play through this right now. Maybe some other day, but it's already been a kind of crap day. I think I'm good. Yeah, harsh. Like, you literally have to go delete the file. You also can't copy Seaman files. Which is wild to me, but that's what I do. We could play some Metropolis Street Racer. I've got my virtual on saves on here. 1 month from today. Yep, 1 month. Alright. I just hit the open button again, even though the fucking disc, or the disc tray is open. This is why I should have that other webcam hooked up, but I could not be fucked tonight. I got home after work. So, I only go into work 2 days a week, and that sounds great. What you don't realize is that my work is like a 2-hour drive away. It's like an hour and a half on a good day. Came back with popcorn. What did you do? So apparently early on, I killed one of the little moth things, one of the bugs, and we didn't have any food to give the Seaman, and they just died. And so we tried a couple times to, like, reboot. And it just, like, if you, like, go forward a day, it just shows you the dead fucking Seaman and the empty tank, and that's it. So you gotta wipe your whole save on it. Which is wild. Puyo Puyo Tetris 3D, or the Puyo Puyo 3D theme is, yeah, it is really cool. That is really cool. Anyway, here, we'll run a poll. Yeah, it's a bit depressing, honestly. So, we've got Echo the Dolphin. I'm not going to put that on there. I got a couple goofy games. Not too many. For anybody, I'll look at if we could have recovered. I'm fairly certain that you just can't. I may be wrong, but this definitely strikes me as the sort of game where you will not be able to recover it. Alright, so we got Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. I've got Metropolis Street Racer. So Metropolis Street Racer is one of the racing games that we were playing last time, which is a good game. It's fun. I've got Spider-Man. Don't know how that's gonna go. We could play Revolt, which is it's a racing game. It's an arcade racing game based around the idea of RC cars. If you've never heard of it, check it out. It's great. Yeah, the pitch black one, exactly. No Jet Set Radio this time. We might be able to play some Jet Set Radio. I've got Heavy Metal Geomatrix, which is a terrible game. I'm surprised the name even fits. I've got SA1. I tell you what, we'll put Jet Set Radio. I'm gonna try and keep it to new games. How about that? And then SA1 and you know what? No, because I got Virtua Tennis. And we'll do SA1, and then if we get really bored of whatever the fuck we play next, then we'll probably swap over to Jet Set Radio or Echo or something. Alright, y'all know the deal. 5 minutes. A riveting fucking gameplay from Seaman. Let me put this back in the box. We'll come back to this at some point. I get a feeling we will. I get a feeling I'm really going to want to come back to Seaman at some point and actually beat it. Because that was the only reason I was doing these Dreamcast nights, if I'm being honest. I wanted to, like, actually finish fucking Seaman. Alright, that's all back in the box. Y'all feel free to vote in the poll over here. What do we got? We got one for Spider-Man and one for Sonic Adventure 1. Alright, I can wait. What do we got meantime? Oh, I can show you the Death Crimson video again. Yeah, let's show you the Death Crimson video again. Hold on. Is it on the right thing? Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, without further ado...
Hi everyone! Today, I play my Dark Histories song from Death Crimson! It's a game music. Actually, the game is fucking. But the music is amazing! Please listen to my composition, okay? Here I go, Salonica.
Well, you should answer them, man. You shouldn't leave them hanging. How was it? This is the wrong scene. So that was Kunikato Watanabe, if you've never seen him before. He has his own YouTube channel, and he posts, this dude's actually a pretty, prolific composer for video game music. Let me actually look up what he's done. But he has his own YouTube channel where he posts his covers of the songs that he's done for specific things. And he just... The music is fucking... Yeah, the music is in fact fucking... Okay, that's not a fucking complete list of what he's done. He's actually... He does a lot of good music. He's a professional musician. He's a professor, I believe. I'll read this off his YouTube channel. I'm a professional musician. Hello, my name is Kunikata Kuni Watanabe. I'm a professional musician. I teach music at University Yamaha School in my own studio, Encore Music Atelier. You compose for many Japanese TV, CM, samurai movies, game music, Yamaha textbook. He apparently has worked on the Yamaha textbook. Original CD available at CD Japan, Amazon, and iTunes Store. Not iTunes, iTunes. Or not iTunes, iTunes. iTunes Store. Anyway, he made his channel in 2007, so my man's been around for a bit. But, in case you've ever wondered what the Death Crimson soundtrack sounds like, it's actually not terrible. The instrument choice is kind of fucking weird, but it's good. I highly recommend checking out his YouTube channel, because he starts almost every video that he talks about Death Crimson with by just saying, and everyone that's in English, he just goes, "Hi everyone, you know, listen to the soundtrack from Death Crimson. It's a game. Actually, the game is fucking. But the music is amazing." That's exactly what he says in every single one of the English intros. It is the funniest fucking thing. RE1 Remake Basement theme. Actually, if you want a good video to watch. Okay, SA1. Man, you guys want to watch me play good games? You don't want to watch me play fucking tennis? Okay, fine. We'll play Sonic. Basic fucks. No, it's fine. I'll play some Sonic Adventure. You know what's sad, though? We won't get the blown out audio like I did last time I tried to stream this game. I'll tell you a good video. I'll actually put it in the chat here. Let me look it up. Well, booty you too, then. Yeah. If you want a really good video to watch, firstly, you could just go check out Thor High Heels. The man makes some incredible content, is genuinely entertaining, and makes some really good videos about unique stuff that I otherwise probably wouldn't have caught on to. This particular video is the worst video game music of all time, which is not really about the worst video game music of all time, but it's pretty close, honestly. Some cool shit is what I hear. The Hedgehog, Shadow, like it's his last name. His last name is in fact the Hedgehog. You're a beta male, Sonic. I grew up playing Sonic Adventure 2. That's the game I grew up on. I did not play Sonic Adventure 1 until way later on. So I'm kind of biased towards 2. But man, that is a game that is fucking right there. It's just wild nonsense. Anyway, back into this shit. Welcome back. Oh, I've got cheese and crackers too, because I had a smoothie on the way home, but I realized I haven't had proper dinner, and I haven't had anything since like 12:30. It's now 8 o'clock. So I got some cheese and crackers, and before anybody asks, it's not good cheese and crackers. It's hard to find good cheese in the US. Alright, what do we got on here? You're gonna load? There we go. I'm sad it doesn't play the Sega theme. The little Sega, like the old like Genesis one. Sega. Should I let this play? Probably not. It's Crush 40. I'm pretty sure this song's copyrighted. I might just let it play anyway. Alright, who here grew up with this game? Anybody? Even if it was DX Director's Cut, because that was more likely what you actually ended up with, as opposed to the original Sonic Adventure. Nope. Cool. You had SA2? Sonic X? You had Sonic X? It's a shame that that dub is so shite. Does that count? Yeah, kinda. I mean, it goes over Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1. It's like a weird anime adaptation. Everyone talks about 2, but 1 is so funny to me. Yes. So, you like the dub? I honestly, you mentioned Oblivion. It really does feel like Oblivion in some ways. Because it's like, you gotta remember, this game came out in 1998. This was a launch title for the Sega Dreamcast. The dub's okay, like, but it's kind of goofy. It's lacking some polish because for kids. But Sonic Adventure 1 is like very much akin to Oblivion, and like they didn't really know what they were doing. They only had a vague idea. But this is a launch title. Like, this was one of the first full 3D adventure games out there. They didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Select a file.
I'm actually going to plug in the big memory card. I love that. So they went through the trouble of making the VMUs, right? And the VMUs are really cool. This one has a little picture of Amy on it while I'm playing Sonic. Actually, he's flipping around between a bunch of them. But then they also just were like, yeah, fuck it. Here's a giant-ass memory card that has like 3 times the storage space. Can this even plug in like this? Plug it in the front one, I guess. Alright, let me just... Not enough free blocks to make a game. Game cannot be saved. The game... 10 blocks required to save a new game file. Choose your option. Game or cancel. Yeah, practicality comes later, exactly. Like, I love the VMUs. I think they're really cool. You can actually share games between them. You can control your games from here. They have little mini games you can put on them. I might actually show off the Chow Garden if I can. It's just really cool. But, like, then they were just like, oh yeah, fucking memory card. Normal memory card. Alright, so by the way, you can hook up to the internet here. It's only used for like holiday updates and shit like that you can't access anymore because obviously the servers are down.
You can customize various options.
Well, I got good news. Apparently the audio is still fucked on this version. This very legitimate copy that I have. I thought that it might have just been fucked because of the, I thought that it might have just been fucked because of the capture system that I had and the fact that the game was so high on a lot of it. I know the fan servers are up for this. Yeah, holiday updates. All they did was, like, give everybody goofy-ass outfits. Let's get 'em. Like, I don't even remember the outfits. It was mostly just giving everything silly outfits, and I think they might have added snow to a level or something. It wasn't anything special. You can look it up online. People have documented it. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Welcome to Station Square. Welcome to Twitter.com. But yeah, this game very much has those Oblivion vibes of like something really uncanny and unexpected and silly going on at like most times. Or something just not quite looking right. I just remembered a stupid video.
Oh yeah! This is happening.
Okay, this is better than it was. Absolute fucking tune, exactly. Honestly, Crush 40, I love hearing Crush 40 stuff to this fucking day. Like, that sort of, like, goofy butt rock, it's very good. It's what I grew up on, and it's actually, like, really fun music to play. At one point, I could play part of, Live and Learn on guitar, and it's just a fun song. Crush 40 made good shit. And I think for this era, it really was like... It was... No, Selenia, it wasn't that video. I think this era of music really fit Sonic and what they were trying to do, even if the games themselves were, okay. They were good enough. They were good games. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about them. Definitely had some issues, but good games. There's no visual impact on him. They just drop the bullets.
Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat!
Oh no!
Fall back!
Vinny's SA1 corruptions. I actually haven't seen those. The talk about low budget flights. Talk about low budget flights. No food or movies? I'm out of here. I have that like memorized because last year when I was on a plane over the Atlantic, I just tweeted out that and said me when I'm over the Atlantic. I just tweeted out the video of Sonic jumping over the fucking, or jumping off the helicopter at the beginning of SA1. With that. It was genuinely really fun. Oh hey, you can spin. Spin! Tell you what, I'm glad that they tried to make an automatic camera, but I don't know if it worked too well. Full mile.
Hey, I'll play with you some other
TSA probably doesn't appreciate those jokes. What, the jumping off the plane thing? I mean, what are they gonna do? Delete my Twitter? I already did that. But also, it was just me fucking shit posting. Like I was gonna open the the cabin door at 30,000 feet.
Drip. Where you going?
I like how he just stood over the fucking grate for a minute. Like he got stuck.
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
That was such like a awkward pause. I had to look up the voice actors for this game, because this is really the era of Sonic that I most, like, think of when I think of the voice acting. Like, when I think of voices for Sonic, it's the Adventure era Sonic cast from here to Heroes, because after Heroes, they didn't bring back any of those actors. Here's another stupid scene. Watch his facial animations. I know they're bad for the whole game, but these are particularly bad.
What? Tails?
Tails?
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah! Like this it's just
Tails.
bad. It's fun.
What am I gonna
It's fun
do
though.
with you?
I'll talk about it and say things are like bad or awful or, you know, shitty or stupid, and I always say that. I never really mean it. His jaw unhinged like a snake. Yep. For 1998, this is impressive. Even for 2000, this wasn't impressive. You know, but it's very entertaining to look back on it now and be like, yes, this is how far we've come. All right, where's the top cast? No, not the Japanese cast. Add 3 A's to your flyer profile so they stripe search every flight now. Oops. Where is Sonic's? Ryan Drummond. And then Eggman's was Dean Bristow, whose name always escapes me. Sometimes I remember Ryan Drummond. I never remember Dean Bristow. Or Bristow. But Dean Bristow did an excellent job with this one. Hey, you know what? Fuck it, if I die, I die. No checkpoints this time, guys. Finna boing. I can't wait for the auto tracking to fuck up. Okay, I think we're safe. Look out! There's an orca! Ah! Skipping checkpoints should give more points. That I didn't know, because I've never bothered trying to get max points in a Sonic game before. But, good to know. Actually, no, that's not true. I've never done it in Adventure 1 or 2. I forgot there was a loading point there. I thought we went further in. Also, shout out to John St. John, apparently, for being the voice of Big the Cat. That I didn't know either. Ah, fuck. Okay. I couldn't really avoid that one. Wily is fucking pissed. Duke the Nukem. Yes, exactly. Nuke the Dukem. I gotta say, the only Duke Nukem game I've played is Duke Nukem Forever. And that, if you don't know me, now you know exactly the sort of person that I am. And I'm not complaining about the fact that the only game I've played is Duke Nukem Forever. Because that game's awful, and it's fun. It feels like they put everybody too close to the microphone when they were recording these. I don't know, maybe it's just the audio compression. Tails, you crashed! Ah! No. Yeah, Dean Bristow. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, not bad.
They want a maximum immersion for the voice acting. Immersion does not mean you immerse the microphone in their mouth. But fair. Fair enough. I'm just, like, looking through some of these cast credits. I mean, obviously, John St. John.
Hey, Sonic. Long time
They accidentally gave them colonoscopies with the
I'm just glad
mics.
you're okay.
Oh, no.
What happened anyway?
But yeah, I always think of Ryan Drummond when I think of Sonic voice acting. Not that any of the voice actors have ever done Sonic wrong, necessarily. I think that every Sonic voice actor has done an excellent job making Sonic sound like Sonic for that generation. But Ryan Drummond's just the one I associate because I grew up. My first Sonic game was Sonic Heroes, and then I got Sonic Adventure 2, or the other way around. That's what I grew up with. That was like probably 7 years of my life before I got to play another Sonic game that had voice acting.
Limited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged. Come over
Supercharged.
to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've got to show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go.
I don't remember. Did they get an actual kid to play Tails? There's only one true Eggman. That's not true. I mean, there's one true Eggman. But there's also one true Dr. Robotnik. The true Eggman is actually just Albert from the fucking fan dub. Anybody wondering? Alright, we gotta get over to the Mystic Ruins. Actually, Tails, the fastest way is Sonic under his own power. In fact, he's beating you there right now. Moon. I should add Moon. I would like that. There's something for the suggestion box, by the way. If you click that Linktree link and you want to join my Discord and just add suggestions for the bot, for mods to be able to do, for you to be able to do, for alerts, eventually I'll get back around to messing with alerts. Eventually I'll get back around to it. I'm too lazy for the moment. I have them set up. They'll work. What if I just remembered Half-Life. Is it Half-Life 2? They didn't have their engine set up. Valve didn't have their engine set up properly for trains. And so what they did to make the train sequence happen at the beginning of Half-Life 2 is they just stuck they just stuck a train hat, like a hat that is the model of the train, onto a dude's body. You found this new great streamer. Oh boy! Oh, he's playing Seaman. Also, he's not playing Seaman. Walker Pierce, if you can, it is in fact your duty and other mods' duties to change the title of the stream when I change it because I can't fucking remember. There we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. Sonic Adventure would be it. If it says game name, that means it failed. Although it might be broken now. I don't know. It's just gonna be game Sonic Adventure. There we go. See, look, teamwork, we did it. But yeah, I know, it's more a pet peeve of mine, because I keep forgetting to fucking change it.
Station Square will be departing soon.
It's going to echo throughout all of this ruin. Anyway, now we get to go say hi to Tails. He sounds like he got way too close to the mic there. Wasn't thinking about it? Yeah, no worries. There's his introduction. Ooh. Elder Irish, what's happening, bud? Elder Irish, what's happening, bud? I hope your stream went well. Everybody, Elder Irish is streaming for charity this week. He's got one more stream tomorrow. I believe it's a little bit later tomorrow. He's streaming the Warriors. Ooh, I'm sad I missed it. Hope it went well, though, dude. Hope you're having a good one. We're in the middle of fighting Dr. Eggman. Hey, Vortica, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. For anybody who doesn't know, I go by Drawn Online. My name is David. And I play weird games. This isn't really a particularly weird game, but I already had the Dreamcast out, and I somehow killed everything in Seaman. So, that's how tonight's going. Elder Irish, bud. Hope the stream went well. Always happy to see you raising money for charity. They're raising, Elder Irish is raising money for the Irish Cancer Society this week. I had to think about that one for a sec. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Yeah, I killed Seaman. I messed up at some point, and we didn't have any food to give him. I messed up really early on, I guess, and just didn't have any food to give him. Irish Cancer Society. Thank you, Bard. Also, hi, Bard. The Society for Cancer. Yes, it is the Society for Cancer. No, they help take care of it. They help cure it. Well, not necessarily cure, but at least treat is the hope. Yeah, poor George Decay fishies. It's okay, Leonard. It's really sad. Once you kill everything, Leonard just says, "I'm sorry to say Seaman has passed away," and then says nothing else, and the entire tank is empty, and it never changes it. It never changed. Like, it's just, you just have the empty tank, and you can just go visit it whenever, and it never refills with more Seaman or anything. Fuck, you can't type. It's all good. It's all good, Bard. Bard, I hope you're doing well. I know you've been busy. Grandson of Gerald Robotnik, which implies that Maria survived and had children if she was his only child. If Maria was Gerald's only child, but wasn't Maria Gerald's nephew? So it's entirely possible that nobody was mucho busy. Yeah, it's all good, Bard. Always happy to catch you around when you can make it. While I deal with the Dreamcast loading things way too slow. Might have my house sold by this weekend. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Aha! Are we talking about Sonic lore in here? Oh, we can. 100% can. Mucho busy, too. Yeah, no, everybody's busy. It's all good. Don't sweat it. I literally took a week off last week. Eggman, why is your hand not move? Is the Chaos Emerald just floating?
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Is it just floating? Okay, now it's floating. Sure went well, but I'll say 90% of my VOD will be muted due to the music in the game. Ah, it's a shame. That's all good. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time with it. Gotta go shopping and then grade papers. Yeah. Anyway, if anybody doesn't know the plot to this game, I'm sorry, you're not gonna learn it in this stream. See, that and work for me part, Eggman, doesn't really make much sense. But anyway. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. You recorded, right, Elder? Yeah, as long as you record, if you can record it locally, it shouldn't be a big deal. That's what I've been doing. I've just been recording everything locally, and then if YouTube decides to mute it, well, fuck. Just ask me for the file. I probably have it somewhere. At least for a couple days.
No way, Tails.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get
Praise
the
that people
emeralds
get that
before Eggman
reference.
does,
Yeah,
huh?
it's all good. It's all good, Vortica. You guys like this sound every time Sonic turns around? I think it's a pretty neat sound. Exhausted and sad? Yeah. Yeah, I understand. You know what? It's been one of those weeks for me too. I've been spending 8+ hours a day just looking at, like, basically just building plans for a single project and trying to price it out, and it's not been fun. The squeaky tire feet, yeah. Just pure rubber. Hope you're doing well. Miss you all a lot. Aw. Hey, Bard, we'll be here whenever you get the chance to come on back, alright? Time for 6 hours in the Chow Garden. You try to record everything? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's all good, Bard. We'll be here for you when you get the chance to come on back, alright? And don't be afraid to reach out if you want to talk about something. Happy to listen. Same goes to all of you, pretty much. Except you, Walker Pierce. You can't talk to me anymore. No. Fucking kidding. Nah, if y'all need to talk through something, my DMs are always open on Discord. Just don't DM me weird shit. What do you do again? You had a math doozy? Oh yeah, so I do construction project estimation at the moment. And it's just kind of been hell this week because of a single project that just refuses to, like, it. So, I'll try and explain this again while I'm playing Sonic, which is going to be a little hard. Yeah, my resignation by the end of the stream. Nah, don't go. We all love you here, man. I appreciate you sticking around. Apologize for sending you Seaman images. Fucking hell, Mickey. Hope everything picks up pretty soon. You a little tired? Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Building up energy? Yep, I understand, Bard. Take your time. Take your time. We'll be here. So, I might as well explain this while we're sitting here. So, for anybody who doesn't know what I do, I'm a construction estimator, which means I get to look at a project and go, I wonder how much money that's going to take to do. Which is always a wild fucking field that never quite works out. Not super alert right now. Oh, you're good. You're good. Way too much money, yes. The answer is usually way too much money. It usually goes over 7 figures. I'll tell you that much. Even for, like, smaller projects, it'll usually go, it's at least 6 figures in most cases. But specifically, my company focuses on, repiping. So it's not new construction. It's taking old units while they're still occupied, like residential units, like condos and apartments and stuff, like multi-unit residential housing, and repiping it. So I get to figure out how much it's going to cost to do that with everybody not having to leave the unit permanently for like a week. Permanently being a weird term to use there, but people can like go leave for work the next day and come back and not have to worry about stuff. So I'm looking at a job in Hawaii right now, and how we typically do things is we'll look at a couple different plans and go, oh, you know, this unit looks like this unit looks like this unit. You find patterns and you just multiply them up and you say it's going to cost about this much based on that. None of the fucking units in this building are the same. They're all fucking different. That's hyperbole a little bit, but like, there's so many little nuances to every single unit in this building, almost every unit in this building. And it's just a pain in the ass, and so I have to basically go count everything by hand as opposed to being able to go, yeah, just make sure this looks like this roughly. No, I have to like go through and like, it took me forever to get it into a system that actually works to price it. And I thought it was going to be due tomorrow. Well, they pushed out the due date, the people who were looking for the bid. So I don't have to worry about it till next week. It's mostly sorted now. I feel better. A little bit. I wish it was kind of done this week regardless, but it's less stressful if we do it next week. Yeah, no, it's something I wholeheartedly believe that anybody could do with reasonable accuracy, with a little bit of time to learn it. But it can be stressful because, you know, you're working with 7-digit sums. And if something's wrong and you're off by a factor of, like, you know, even a tenth, okay, cool, that's suddenly like 6 figures down the drain, one end or the other. Or maybe you just don't want a job, you know? So it can be a little stressful at times, and my boss frets about it too. It was put together piecemeal as they went over probably 17 years. No, the building was all built at once. It's just ridiculous and nonsense. It's just a silly building that shouldn't exist. Anyway, fuck checkpoints. As many checkpoints as I can, I'm skipping them. Goodbye, Sonic. You wouldn't want that responsibility? I really don't either, but also, this was the guy who got me a job fresh out of college, with no experience. Sonic. He just left. I don't want a job, but I need money. Yep, that's it, Elder Irish. You got it. That's exactly how I feel about it. I would rather be able to make stuff that people are going to enjoy. Sonic. No! Let's try this one more time. I'm going to homing attack the spring instead of walk into it, and let's see what happens. I guess that's the setup, huh? This game's known for doing this. This game is known for, like, yeah, here's this really cool cinematic looking track. Also, if you stop holding forward, you die. Or also, if you don't homing attack the spring, you just die. One ring. This one ain't rolling anybody. I don't know about you. The lag. Give me this. I actually need it. Whoa! Pumpkin Hill. Don't talk about Pumpkin Hill in here. But yeah, this is my boss, my current boss, my direct boss is the guy who got me a job fresh out of college, not knowing what I'm doing and really needing a job of some kind. So I'm thankful for that. And honestly, it's not the worst position ever, but man, it's stressful, and I mean, I get 3 weeks of PTO, which isn't bad. But also, I'm salaried, and if they need me there long hours, then I just have to be there, you know? Pumpkin Hill. To be fair, the Pumpkin Hill rap's pretty good. That's why I know math. I mean, I was an engineering student. I would hope I know math at least kind of well. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I still fuck it up. So happy I caught one of your streams, man. Aw, Elder. Thank you, man. It's always a pleasure getting to catch your streams. I don't know if I have what would be called like a typical stream. Most of it involves me either fixing technical issues for the first half hour, and then playing some really jank, weird game that nobody's ever heard of, or playing old retro games. And Knuckles. Wave Storm. I don't have Light Dash yet, so I can't do that. And welcome to Sonic Lost World. Yep, this is exactly what Sonic Lost World gameplay looks like. That being said, I actually don't hate Sonic Lost World. I think it's an okay game. He literally ran on the leaves. He ran on the wind. There's a lot of these auto routes in these levels so that they can show off, like, the full, like, you know, scope of what the Dreamcast can do. It's more a technical display than anything. But yeah, sometimes they just don't work. I was talking about this earlier. There's a couple instances in Emerald Coast where you can just straight up fall. not having done anything wrong. You just didn't hold forward, or you let go of the button too early or something. Does any streamer not have technical issues, like OBS just crashed midstream? Ugh, yeah, that sucks. Also, there goes the audio. Is this like Red Book CD audio? Is this what did you do to this audio? Why is it just not playing? Yes! 4 ads. Incredible. I need to set up some ads. So, ads are going to play every half hour, pretty much on the hour. That's something I can't avoid because I want to try and avoid pre-roll ads. So that's just kind of where it is right now. I need to set up my bot so it notifies everybody, including me, when ads are about to go, so I can take a break during that period, because it's going to be about a minute and a half every half hour or so. Get that bread king. Thanks, Mickey. Cheers, bud. But yeah, anybody who's doing this stream stuff, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm like, yeah, technical issues, and trying to deal with chat, which you guys are great. Don't worry about it. You guys are fine. But man, sometimes people show up. Sometimes somebody shows up in chat and you're just like, oh, not this one again. Or it's someone new who you don't know is going to be a problem. At which point, I highly recommend everybody just learn how to use the ban button, or at least like timeout. I know people are gonna get upset, but that's unavoidable. But yeah, there's so much to streaming, man. You gotta like actually set everything up first, then you gotta make sure it's actually still gonna work when you go to stream, because sometimes it doesn't. Great, now you want Subway. What on earth did I say that made you want Subway? What on earth have I talked about in the past? Like, oh, did you just see an ad for it? Okay. I was gonna say, what have I been talking about that made you think of Subway? Banning people on Twitch makes you think of Subway? Ads. Yeah, Walker Pierce, I was just saying, ads are gonna run, it's gonna be an hour and it's gonna be a minute and a half every half hour. Crash, yeah, when everything crashes, you know. Fucking weird people in stream trying to keep track of like donations and notifications and everything. We've gotten 3 ads for Subway this stream. Man, there's better sandwich places too. Go find somewhere else. Look up local sandwich places. Monkey. The music in this game is on another level. It really is. Also, Mythmaker, hope you're doing good. I don't think I can do anything about this right now. What do I do? Do I go see Tails? But yeah, the music in this game is good. Honestly, like, between Crush 40 and whoever else composed this, because they don't... Unless it was just Jun Sonoda for everything. In which case, fucking top tier. They make a good meatball marinara. You could probably make a better one at home. But you know what? Fair enough. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I've never gone to a Subway before. I go to a Subway occasionally. But there's also a better sandwich place near my work that I like to go to. I guess we go back to Station Square. Because I'm not seeing anything. Knuckles hasn't shown up. Just expensive. I mean, relatively, yeah. Boat. Had one weirdo the other day saying he was trying to scam people with a fake charity. What on the fucking earth? What? Did they just not believe that the Irish Cancer Society exists? Strange. Check with the red Navi. Oh yeah, that's true. Not many sandwich shops around. I gotcha. I will say one thing I'm very happy for being on the East Coast near a bunch of like densely populated cities. There's a lot of decent food options here. And there are some walkable cities that are ungodly expensive to live in. Other than that, it's mostly just driving around. With just a troll. I gotcha. Yeah, but it's still annoying. Like, fucking don't go into people's chats and troll like that, you know? It's one thing if you know the person. But even then, like, doing it in a public place like that, like, you're trying to... You end up delegitimizing, or at least feeling like you're delegitimizing the stream. And the intention of it, you know? And that just feels bad.
There's
Hello.
a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Right. Oh yeah, you guys want to see something funny? Neither the Irish nor cancer are real. Hey, careful now. Careful now. So we can go down here. We can also do that, which I forgot you could do. I just happened to do it there. You see this guy right here? He's not real. Fake person. This dude, I guess, is real. He's moving at least. Maybe it's just an animatronic. This one? Fake. Fucking Truman Show shit. Just phase right through him. This is where we fought Chaos. Is that some kind of Easter egg? I'm sure somebody thought it was a funny joke, because you can't really fucking tell. like it's definitely an Easter egg or something they just left in unintentionally. I think it's supposed to be a spoof of the KFC Colonel statue. That would make sense. What's the name of this shop? Burger Shop. Burger. Hey, you got a problem with your statue outside. It's clipping into the ground repeatedly. I feel like somebody's staring at me. What can it be? Who can it be now? I didn't know there was an emblem there. The music just cuts off. Ah, right, yeah, because this is where you end up getting funny move number 300. Mambo number 5. Can't move that yet. We can get Light Dash. Sonic can't order at the burger shop because they don't serve chili dogs. Ooh, good point.
Once you have enough power,
You are the Truman Show. It's over, Sonic!
Dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
I gotta say, Light Dash is probably one of my favorite mechanics in the adventure era Sonic games. Chill dogs. But I'm glad that they swapped it from this to just being a button that you hit. Oh!
No!
Well, that didn't work. Don't ask me how we died in Station Square, but we fucking did it. Also, apparently the particles actually have collision, so they can trigger the thing. Anyway, now we come back in through here. Went so fast he phased outside the dimension. He transferred to the alternate dimension. Oh yeah, you can like rob the shop and then the fucking thing comes loose. Yeah, you can do all sorts of silly stuff. I am 13 parallel universes ahead of you. Hey, don't use the back door. You got it, Chief. Definitely didn't just do that. Anyway, out we go. He heard his fucking shoes stop. Just a whoop. Alright, well I know another place that we can use this Light Dash at least. Not the parking garage. Why don't we stick Sonic into a dynamo? That's actually a pretty good point. Why don't we shove Sonic into a dynamo? Can't catch him. Ah, that'll do it.
Ready? Go!
Fuck. So can I reset it? Yes.
Ready?
He's the fastest thing alive.
Go!
Well, he did say go. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. There we go. And then this gives you some fucking thing I don't remember. I don't know. Look, man, I'm a fake Sonic fan. Have you tried asking him nicely? The intro threw me that one Sonic show in the 90s. Which one? Which Sonic show in the 90s? Because there were a couple. Hold up, I have them all saved. Where are they? Was it Sonic Underground? Was it Sonic Not Adventures? Okay, so it's probably Underground. Because the Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Sat AM one is... Yeah, Sonic Underground was a very strange show. It actually, if I remember right, they just kind of let them do whatever they wanted with the IP, and then eventually some of the people, well, they wanted to let them do whatever they wanted with the IP, but then there was a bunch of corporate meddling from Sega Japan, because it was an American-made show. Did see Sonic Underground. Had a bonus feature on my Super Mario Brothers Super Show DVD. That's some fucking class DVD. Let's go. I would get the faster charge up to the ring dash is even a separate power-up. Yeah, because you can get it so early. You can literally get it like the instant after you get the regular light dash. What does this button do? Oh. Then Ken Penders happen. That fucking maniac. I'd never seen that. I'd never like looked into what happened with Ken Penders exactly. For anybody who doesn't know, Ken Penders was the guy who worked on the Archie Comics series for Sonic in the mid-2000s. And he created a bunch of original characters and tried to actually sue Sega for those original for the original character designs, basically get the rights to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, or at least part of it. And it was just, he mishandled the case so badly because he had another case. He basically tried to sue while he was already suing Sega, which of course is a no-no for a couple reasons, but mainly just because it causes conflict of interest in the case. He tried to sue. He tried to sue Sega while he was already suing Sega for something else, I think. Which of course caused his case to get dismissed, I think twice. And then he just has not had he's not had the wherewithal to try and do it again. But if he goes again, Sega could actually kind of be in trouble with their IP. He's the reason Dark Chronicles was so terrible. Yeah. If Ken actually gets his shit together and like properly like presents a case, Sega doesn't have much of a case to say that they can like, because Sega's been very lax with the Sonic IP. I've watched a whole video on this. So I'll actually pull it up because I already have YouTube open. So there's a channel called Moon Channel, and I believe that this dude is a I believe, and I'm not entirely certain, that this dude is a lawyer. I don't remember what he says. I know he says it. I'm fairly certain he says he's a lawyer. But this dude is he's a lawyer, and he talks about like why Sega potentially isn't overprotective as opposed to Nintendo. And he has a whole other video on Nintendo, but he's been making some really like interesting stuff with it. He's making some really interesting videos on just like the legality of like IP stuff and all that, because IP law is kind of fucked. In case anybody doesn't know, you're on Twitch, so you probably know. Which was ridiculous because he was freelance, but also tarnished the reputation of the comic for a bit. Yes, but he also has a legal right through copyright, because his contract didn't explicitly say whether he owned the IP of the stuff that he created or not. And so if he created a bunch of Sonic stuff, he potentially owns all that under copyright law as it is right now. Anyway, welcome to the casino. This is a level, despite the fact that they don't really tell you that. You just walk into a casino. Big oof with that one, Sega. Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves a little bit. Okay, I guess we just don't have to hit the ball, huh? Did I say ball? I mean Sonic. Because for whatever reason, they were like, hey, Sonic goes into a ball, right? You remember Sonic Spinball? That game was good. Except this one you can actually tilt the fucking table. Which is a little cheating, but we do a little cheating every now and then. Anyway, yeah, Sega, if Ken actually gets their shit, if Ken actually gets his shit together, he could potentially cause some serious damage to Sega's IP. Sonic Spinball. Yeah, dude. Best fucking Sonic game ever. That nobody ever got past the first level in because it is ungodly hard. Fun game, though. Just really difficult. Anyway, the goal here is to get, I think it's 300 coins. Okay, I guess the audio cuts out. First-person pinball action. I would never want to play that game ever. Guys, I have 0 balls. How do you feel about that? Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. If you're on YouTube watching this, don't do that. If you do that, I'm kicking you off my channel. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out. It's interesting that they use the old, like, the sort of 90s-ish Amy design. Challenge accepted. So we got 102. Oh, right, because then you just end up here again. So we can do slots. We can go to the shower room. We're not going to go to the shower room. The superior Amy design. Honestly, I'll agree with that. I didn't even really grow up with it necessarily, but I'll agree with that. Card and pinball. So I'll see if I can get to the cool area in the back of this pinball table, because it's all Knights themed, right? For anybody who doesn't know, Knights was a series that Sega worked on that released on the Saturn. I actually have a video of me and my friend. Actually, I don't know if I have a video of it. I think we might have just done that by itself. The shower room, you say? Excellent use of the cheese. But, I guess we're just gonna do this forever. No. But the, Knights was a series that got worked on the Sega Saturn, which of course isn't the console that many people picked up. Same with the Dreamcast, which is why Sega ended up going out of business. Which is a shame, but it is what it is, really. But Knights is a pretty cool game if you've never seen it. If you've never gotten a chance to play it, I highly recommend looking it up. You can also get Knights into... It's not Knights into Dreams. I forget what the name of the Knights remake is on the Wii, but it's pretty much the exact same game, and it's quite good as well. Your sister used to play Knights on Saturn when I was but an infant. Ah, I see. You want to see some trippy shit? Here you go. Here's the Knights. This is all Knights stuff. They just recreated bits of Knights. Knights, you mean Balan Wonderworld? If they called it Balan Wonderland, I would have been more, I would have been more forgiving to that game. That being said, I think... So, Yuji Naka, this is why this gets brought up. Balan Wonderworld was made by Yuji Naka, the same guy who made, who worked on Sonic, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and Knights. He's an incredibly well-known game developer and designer. And personally, I think that Balan Wonderworld isn't like a bad game, but it's not really, you know, what people were expecting either, which is why it ended up being whack as fuck. It's got some issues, for sure. Insider trading. Yuji Naka got arrested for insider trading. That was another fun thing. You own an unopened copy of Balan Wonderworld. I'm sorry. The giant farmer. You want to talk about unopened copies of things? I am a high proponent of, if you're gonna own a game, or if you're gonna buy a game and it's wrapped, you should probably buy it to play and not to just have it sit on a shelf. That being said, I do have a copy of Shenmue 3 sitting in the case because it's not even a real copy of Shenmue 3. But I pre-ordered that, like, Kickstarter pre-release like 7-8 years ago, whenever the fuck that was. And when it came out, I got here, I never took it out of the case. This is kind of eerie with just no noise whatsoever, like no sound. Yeah, Yuji Naka got arrested for insider trading twice, I believe. If I'm remembering this story right. But it was kind of absurd. But yeah, he's a well-known and generally well-respected game developer who has also done some really weird shit. What else am I thinking of? My brain's not working. What was I thinking? What was he thinking? I don't know what Yuji Naka was thinking. It was very strange. A lot of people who are in game design, particularly in Japan... Well, in Japan, it's kind of strange because game design... Sega and a lot of other... So for anybody who doesn't know, actually, Sega is owned currently by a game company, or by a pachinko machine company, which is effectively a gambling company, but in Japan, you can't actually have gambling. And so what happens is that a lot of so it's weird because the same rules that cover video games typically to some extent cover illegal gambling. So what happens is a lot of people who get into game design may or may not also be getting into gambling, and since it's illegal, it becomes a Yakuza activity. Konami, yes. I'm not going to name names. Walker Pierce may have. But there are several individuals, including at a company that starts with, there's several companies, including one that starts with 4 letters, whose games we all know and love, that may or may not be involved in a lot of illegal activities, simply due to being close to the video game industry and the same rules that apply to maybe more nefarious operations. Okay, 2 4-letter companies. A lot of companies in Japan have to deal with this stuff. Hey, Papa Sodio. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I did catch a little bit of that Bratz stream the other day. Actually, I'm gonna shout you out. Papa Sodio is great. Yeah, that Bratz stream. I only caught a couple minutes of it, but it looked like fun. I hope you had fun with it. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. We're sitting here at this very eerie pinball table. Actually, I can pop this out now. I don't have to deal with this anymore. OMG, no. Alright, I'm sorry. Anyway, now we need to go... Not the information desk. It was so boring. It looked like an awful time, but it looked like the right kind of awful time that I appreciate. Take that for what you will. Funnily enough, not Nintendo. They just operate like an 1800s company. Yeah, they just operate the Yakuza. Nintendo's not involved with the Yakuza. They just act like it. Anyway, I'm not going to get into this whole mess anymore here, because it's just, frankly, it's a mess. But, you know. It's what it do. I don't remember where to go. Where's the, there it is. Let's say, where do I put the coinage? Or is this just the exit again? Where am I? The red one? So where are we? We're here, so directly to the right. But that's the shower room. Yeah, Retro Sonic. We're vibing with some Sonic Adventure 1 right now. I was playing some Seaman earlier, but unfortunately that fell through. So we've got the coins now. Or the not coins. Fucking rings. Brain did not want to remember the name rings. Yeah, but I don't want to go back into the pinball machine. I don't think I have to. I could have sworn that it was just, okay, cool, you get enough and then you... I don't know, let's go into the shower room. Screw it. Shower room time. By the way, you can just shower. It just locks you into an animation for it. It's really weird. They're just like, you know what you need? Banned from Twitch. Yep, banned. No more. So there's this grate here. That's okay. That's good, even. I don't know if I call it great. Let me see. Can I play, I don't know. Why is there a public shower in the casino? Fuck if I know, dude. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't. Slot pinball course ahead. If you have less than 100 rings, you'll get dumped into the garbage. So do I have to go into here? Why not? Yeah, there we go. Rukix has the right thought process. Oh. Alright, one more slot machine, I guess. Hopefully with music that actually loops, but maybe not. Actually, wait, no, it's not possible. They just didn't loop it because this isn't on a CD. This is on a GD. This is on a GD ROM. It's not on a CD. It's not on a CDR. You get Virgil. Hope you have a good time with it. Thank you, Papa Sodio. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for the subscription. Wait, so free-to-play players are trash? Only if you have less than 100 coins. Look, we walked in here with no coins, and we did just, or with no rings, and we did just fine. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just gonna like let the I'm gonna let the balls fall. You know how it goes. After a long work day, you gotta let them fall. Three Eggmen. There goes the. Why does it just stop? I was talking about this earlier. Why does the audio not loop? Because this is a GD-ROM, not a CD. Because on a CD you have the excuse of Red Book audio, which is sometimes CDs would just play like normal audio. There's no loop points on like the very basic version of a CD definition. There's no like loop points have to be installed per the standard. Yeah, Sega just didn't care. Which, fair enough, I guess, but... So we got slot and pinball, card and pinball. I'm actually, like, looking at this. So, if the yellow is going out, which, I mean, I guess we can go out. Oh, it is now. Okay, I'm just stupid. That's okay. We just had a good vibe in the casino for a bit. Sonic's gonna get mugged. Spin that wheel! So yeah, if you get over 300, you can get enough coins to get up there. But yeah, the entire... Go through the gold corridor that has spinning coins inside. Outside, yeah. For whatever reason, I thought that was the exit. Because the game just doesn't have... Like, there's no exit there. Also, just... Oh, how'd the rings turn into coins? I don't know, man. I kept calling them coins. I must have willed it into existence. Alright, let's do a little bit more of this. Because it became Mario Party. Yeah, when Sonic got mugged, it just became Mario Party. He stepped on the wrong tile. There's a funny thing. Oh, we get to do Ice Cap next. You cannot say that this game has bad songs. Don't you mean Sonic Shuffle? He like screamed into the mic on that one. Sonic defeated by purple gas. SSX Tricky time. Bust through the glass. I've never played SSX Tricky actually. It's a game that I do want to try at some point. It looks cool. The only snowboarding game I've ever played was Cool Borders 4 for the PS1. And, well, no, that's a lie. I played 1080 Avalanche on Virtual Console.
Oh, man. What happened to that emerald we just had?
We've been asleep for 8 hours, Tails.
I guess Eggman's got one of them.
I started going into my
If the other
SpongeBob
one's
voice
safe,
there.
That guy must be desperate.
We gotta stop Eggman from getting the Chaos Emeralds.
R1, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Sonic, we need to get busy.
For anybody who doesn't know, that's exactly how Tom Kenny gets his SpongeBob voice. Yeah, Tom Kenny is Sonic, exactly. Yeah. He just like smacks his fucking throat while he's doing the laugh. I would love to hear that, honestly. I love seeing what the stupid shit that voice actors do. I love seeing the stupid shit voice actors do, like, ages after. Like, Tom Kenny is explicitly, I think, not supposed to do a bunch of stuff with SpongeBob's voice because Nickelodeon doesn't want him to. He'll still do some stuff occasionally. They'll catch him. But there's a lot of other voice actors out there. You just, like, message some of these voice actors who are still working or, like, still, like, publicly accessible, and you're just like, hey, if I pay you money, can you say this? And they'll just be like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Man, I wish I would actually use Blaze. They probably won't, because Blaze was a part of Sonic Rush and then Sonic 06. I don't know. I don't think it was in that order, but those are the two games I can think of where she actually has a role. And I can't imagine them trying to shove her in somewhere else, considering that they didn't like the way that those games go. Ad time. We were talking about voice acting in Star Ocean 3, and we ran into a Western actor who tries to imitate the high-pitched Japanese VA, which doesn't translate well. It's like that one fucking kid in Shenmue. Hi, mister! Yeah, voice acting is hard, man. People don't give it enough credit. Like, it's a difficult thing to do. And it's such a... It's something that you really have to figure out for yourself. You just have to keep messing with voices till you find something that works, you know? That's part of the hard part about it. It's pretty grating on the ears, yeah. Yeah, that's the big problem with a lot of them. You gotta find a voice that is both believable and also doesn't hurt to listen to. I'd like to do some voice acting stuff at some point. I'm sure, like, maybe if I looked around on, like, Fiverr or some shit, or, like, looked at, like, mods, I could probably find someone who needs voice acting done and be able to get something on that, but I think that's something for later. I've been trying really hard recently to focus my efforts more on stuff that I actually want to do. Look at that fucking... Look at this. And as much as I want to do voice acting, it is not top priority right now. Just scream like Broly. Ah yes, destroy my vocal cords. It's exactly what I want to be doing. Anyway, welcome to Ice Cap. It's probably the last stage I'm doing tonight. I would like to sit down with my cheese and crackers and eat and vibe out, I think, for the rest of the night. I actually kind of want to go play Morrowind. I almost swapped this stream over to playing Morrowind, but I realized I was going to do that on Saturday, so we're going to save that for Saturday. Become nefarious from Ratchet and Clank. That's funny you mentioned that. I've never played Ratchet and Clank. Any Ratchet and Clank game. Or any... I've never played a lot of the 2D... a lot of the PS2 platformers, because I never owned a PS2 until probably 4 years ago. I feel like we made it to this point before. Probably. Roughly to this point. I'm okay with stopping here, and if we want to play more later, cool. I'll just save it. Jak and Daxter, yeah, Jak and Daxter, same deal. Me and Sacker were talking about doing it, so Lucky, you sent that stuff up before Easter? Yes. Yes, very good I sent that stuff up before Easter, huh? Yep. I sent Rukix a couple things. I just remembered I have Light Dash, so I might be able to hit this still. Good job, Sonic. Yeah, I just sent them over some my old microphone and headset for their friend. Yeah, otherwise you'd have to drive 2 hours away, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'd rather you not have to do that. What's up here? I like the music here, honestly. Like, obviously, ice level. No, it's actually not that bad. To me, at least, this level control's fine. And I've played through it probably twice before, but even so. You hate driving in that area so much? I hate it too. DC... Well, to be fair, I'm pretty far north. You wouldn't actually have to go down towards, like, the DC area, or the Baltimore area, for that matter. I'm kind of just out in fuck all nowhere. I'm like an hour from any major city. Fuck you, Baltimore! Exactly. I'd have that set up on a command still. really need to set that up. Or like a channel point redemption for just fuck you, Baltimore. That's an annoying sound.
Be careful not to fall off.
First. Walker Pierce got first, guys. Check out Walker Pierce's profile picture. Woohoo! Yeah, exactly. Congrats, Walker Pierce. You actually did hit the first button. You get your 2 minutes of fame.
Channel to jump. It may even help guide your way.
Why does this one sound like it's fucking overdriven to all hell? So now can I go up the normal way? Sonic. Sonic! Oh wait, that was Sonic Adventure 2, my bad. Had that for a long time, might need to change it. Yeah, I mean, like, no worries either way. Just realize, I need to, like, I'm pretty sure I have it in the description, but somebody's still gonna click it mindlessly and show off a profile picture they don't want people to see. When you click first in my channel, when you get the first, it automatically shows your profile picture on screen for 2 minutes. If you have a profile picture that you don't want people seeing, please do not click the first button. Just heads up. I know nobody who's actually gonna try and get first is gonna see this. Yeah, Walker. Just reminded you, yeah. It's fair enough. I have some video, I've got a bunch of video ideas now that I really want to mess with. In fact, I've got a couple that I'm gonna need to, like... I've got some goofy ones for stream. In the vein of, like, what Mickey does on his stream with the, like, weird short videos. I'm thinking about just making really silly, like, short, info videos, basically. Like, how to fucking use your microphone properly. You know, weird shit you can do while streaming. I don't know. Better take a topless picture of yourself down. Aw, man. I thought you wouldn't notice that was still up. Fucking cheers, Elder. I don't remember how this fucking level works. Elder with the booby tassels. Fun fact, in high school, I was in drama club for my freshman year. I was technically on the board for like 3 years, but I was there for freshman. I was like actually like taking part in the club for freshman year. One of the seniors for the senior the seniors got each other gifts, and they got one of them just nipple tassels. It was a male, by the way, so it was even funnier because he could actually wear them while we were changing outfits for the fucking shows. He just like leave them on under his outfit. It was really stupid. Oh no, yep. You're a frog, Ribbit. Ribbit. I mean, that's what skeletons do, right? They rib you with the jokes. Guess that makes me a skeleton. Why are there bombs? Why are there sudden airplanes trying to fucking attack you? I missed that. Also, if you can hear it over the fucking blaring noise of snow sliding under this snowboard, the music here is pretty good. Check it out on YouTube. Yeah, okay! Remember changing in the drama, or changing in the back for drama made so many newbies. Yeah, I wasn't super comfortable with it anyway, but I was a really not, like, well-socialized kid before high school. Not to say I didn't have friends and everything, but, like, I was just, like, I would get nervous around so many people. It did not matter if it was, like, males or females or whatever. It didn't matter. I just would get nervous, and so, like, undressing in front of people the first couple times was fucking mortifying. But, like, by the last time we were doing... My school did Cats, which, of course, is a hell of a production to do. But, like, I had to do a costume change on one of the nights because one of the seniors couldn't be in the play that day, so I had to take their place for one of the songs because I just had all the songs memorized after sitting there through performance after performance after performance after practice. So I had to take one of their spots, and I had to do a costume change backstage, like, as a number was happening, and I just, like, fucking blazed through it, was not even thinking about the fact. Cats the movie, the game, exactly. One kid thought it would be funny to punch me and ran into the male bathroom. He was so fucking scared when I kicked the door in. Very good. Very good. Go fucking get their ass. Like, I hate shit like that, man. High school was okay for me. I actually fit in with a lot of, not fit in, but I was okay in a lot of the cliques. You know, I never really had, like, I had my own little group, but most people were perfectly comfortable just talking with me and hanging with me. But, like, it's not something I want to go back to, you know? Should have ran to the female restroom. Yeah, like, that, strange. It was okay, but a friend, it was a friend and they weren't expecting it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. Rukik's bringing out her Mr. X, exactly. Yeah, there just wasn't a safe spot there. The safe spot would have been to keep running. Rukik's gonna give it to you. There you go. Let me see here. So many people recognize me from high school that I don't know. Yeah, that happened a lot with, like, middle school and elementary school when I was in high school. There was a bunch of people who recognized me because I went to a separate middle school than most of the kids who I shared a school with in elementary school. And a lot of them recognized me in high school, and I did not know them at all. I don't know if my brain just didn't connect that or what. But look, guys. John St. John, everybody. This dude just sitting here fucking people watching. Oh yeah, because you can talk to some of the townspeople and they, like... some of them, I think, move around and have their own little storyline things. I own this building. There are many skyscrapers in Station Square, but none as big and beautiful as mine. Well, I hope you're ready to have all the windows shattered and a Sonic runs down the entire building. I hate running into old classmates. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I don't care for most of my classmates. I've talked about it already, but I live out in the middle of nowhere. It happens to be a very conservative area, and everybody here, there's a lot of people I don't care to talk to. Unfortunately, some of them live within like a quarter mile of me, or a half mile of me. I actually enjoyed high school. I did too, for what it was, but I don't really want to go back, and I don't really want to, like, I don't want to see many of the people from that era of my life. City flood. Yeah, have fun dealing with the flooding, man. I kidnapped that man. No, it's okay, he's not a man. It's just a statue. Putting him next to his identical twin brother. This is the shit that I would do IRL if I could get away with it too, by the way. 100% the sort of thing I would do IRL. Most conservatives, I know, are fairly moderate. Most of them here are at least kinda, but like it's... I don't know. I'd rather not get into it too much for the moment. Most of them here are yeah, they're just too much. It's just, they're fucking characters, don't get me wrong. Some of them are okay to hang with for a little bit, but I've never been much of one to go out to bars or, like, you know, nobody ever really invited me out to parties or anything like that. It's just not my thing. And a lot of these people I haven't wanted to keep up with. There was one guy in particular, actually, here's a fucking story. Not really much of a story, I suppose, but, my parents used to run a restaurant or carry-out place. my parents used to own a carry-out place that was like fairly well known throughout the county, and a lot of people would go to it, including a lot of kids from my school and their parents. So a couple months, I think it was like a month or two after school ended, one of the kids who I had gone to school with and who I had seen graduate showed up, and I was like, "Hey, bud, how you doing?" I mean, we talked for a couple minutes, and he was doing all right. And then I kept noticing his teeth were in terrible shape, man. His teeth, like, it's not even, it was just a weird thing. It had only been like a month and a half, and his teeth were perfectly fine before that. So there's only a couple things I can think that would do that. I'm not gonna go into it here, but yeah, that was a time. Soda, chugged soda every day. No, if that was true, then my teeth would be entirely fucked right now. You go to bars and we're in our own table on our own. Tooth grinding? No. They were yellow and like black. It was bad. There's only a couple things I know that would do that, and I'm not going to talk about them on here. See, Rukix, the problem is I don't have many friends in this area. I have approximately 2-3 friends, maybe a couple more in this area, that I talk to still. And the one that I talk to the most doesn't drink. And the other one that I talk to the most doesn't really like going out. So I'm just here. Maybe, I also just don't want to go out to bars by myself. Because that doesn't sound like fun to me. Maybe if I move to an area where I'm actually able to like go out more and meet more people and like make friends locally, I would do that. But ultimately out here, bars are the only thing to do. Bars and shopping. And nobody wants to talk to you while you're shopping. I don't want to talk to people while I'm shopping. So, it's just kind of what it is. Literally just us going to the bar for food, really? Yeah, I understand. I mean, I guess there's the fucking bowling alley. I'm trying to think of other stuff we can do, and there's just not many options. I actually saw a study recently that was saying, well, not a study, it was just a graph and like some vague sources that I had looked into briefly. I saw something that said, there's just no places for people to hang out anymore, kids or otherwise. Like outside of like malls are dying. They very obviously didn't fulfill what they wanted to fulfill. Yeah, malls are dying. Fucking arcades are gone, or going away. Shopping centers, like most of the time, it's just not hospitable. You know, they're always gonna want some sort of money. You know, there's like a bowling alley that I can go to, but obviously that requires spending money and getting people together to do that. You end up drinking on the way. You usually go there for the food. Fair enough. Yeah, bowling is fun. I'm not good at it. I'd rather shoot pool, but also shooting pool usually involves going to bars unless you're going to a pool bar, which I will drink at a pool bar for a bit because I would still outshoot everybody I'm talking to there. And that's only if they don't know how to play. But I know how to play vaguely, and I really miss shooting pool. I have my own pool cue. It's sitting in that closet over there. And as soon as I got it 2019. I got it Christmas 2019 as a gift, and of course COVID hit immediately after that, so I couldn't play anymore down at my college, and we don't really have the space necessary for a pool table right here. It sucks. I want to play pool. If I ever end up visiting near any of you, point me towards a pool table. We'll play. Let me know. I'll bring my cue. You need a new pool stick? Yeah, fair. Honestly, the ones at bars are usually fucked, which is part of why I got my own. You got a food? Hell yeah. A friend of mine had a pool table for a while, but they moved down from where I am now to New Orleans, of all places, and sold the house, so can't shoot pool there anymore. There's pool halls and then a few. Yeah, there's no real pool halls up near where I am either, which is frustrating. Oh boy, suspicious user, bubbly procurum. Hi, I want to offer promotion to your of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. What does that mean? Incredibly flexible. and convenient management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking deal. Can't see them? I got you. Goodbye, friend. There's a few pool halls. Yeah, there's some... If I drive about an hour, that's the problem. If I drive 30 minutes minimum, absolute minimum, I can get to somewhere that's got a couple decent things. If I want to go pretty much anywhere else, 45 minutes. If I want to drive, you know, if I want to go to a pool hall or an arcade, that's an hour. Easily. You know, that's just the problem with where I am. I'm just fuck all nowhere. Everything is in DC or in Baltimore. Stream buffer for me, so chat had to restart. It's all good. It's all good, no worries. Yeah, the Twitch app is very good, isn't it? Twitch app on phones is very good. Definitely not absolute fucking shit. But anyway, I'm kind of tired. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna just finish up a little earlier than I would normally here. But this has been a fun stream. I appreciate you guys hanging around. Come here just for the billiards. I would. Look, when I was in Amsterdam, I went out of my way like 40 minutes to go get a fucking, or to go find a pool bar. We found 2 pool bars, and the one was booked solid, so it was a beer garden with pool tables. More than anything. We found 2. And then I ended up swapping to, we ended up finding a genuine pool bar, probably the last one in the city, in Amsterdam, and it was genuine. It was really good, honestly. That was really fun. But I will go out of my way to find pool tables. The ones here aren't normally full. That's the best. That's the best, honestly. Can't ask for more than that. Let me see. Who's on right now? Alentus is on. Playing Persona. Oh, man. Persona 1. What a fucking game. Maybe. Maybe. What else? Who else is on real quick? Yep, Persona Rev. Wild game. I'm just sitting here staring at it. It's just a wild game. Not the PSP one. Yeah, with the OG Japanese. Yep. Absolute pain, the game. It's like trying to play some of the older Shin Megami Tensei games, which obviously it's based off of, but like, man, pain. What else is going on tonight? Do we got anything interesting? We could watch some Magic the Gathering, the Legacy Pit. I actually know the guys who run the Legacy Pit. Anybody who's into Magic the Gathering. Take out all the reference to being from Japan. Hamburgers. Yeah! Localization has always been bad. If you want an example of like a really weird localization, check out Spyro the Dragon. Check out the localization for Spyro the Dragon for Japan. It's terrible. Who do I want to raid here? Rico's online. How long's Rico been on? I love all the people using, like, really goofy tags in the Twitch, like, creative tags. Like, I have badminton in mine, if you haven't noticed. But, like, this dude just got Whooper. And Dr. Pepper sponsor me, please. Rico's only been going for 20 minutes. I tell you what, why don't we raid a little bit of speedrun and keep the retro games going for a minute? Alright? Yeah, the badminton. I like it, it's funny. I forget exactly why that happened. I think it was, Rob started that. Hey, you know what? Let's just keep it going with Alentus. Fuck it. Thanks, John. I've been great. Oh, I appreciate it. Elder Irish, everybody who's in here, thank you guys for hanging around. Is this the right thing? Is that the right name? Yes, it is. Alright, y'all. I appreciate you guys hanging around. Everybody who's been hanging around today. You guys take care of yourselves. Be safe. Have a good night. I will see you on Saturday for some Morrowind. Until then, make sure you're drinking water, alright? Take care of yourselves. All that shit. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel today. And I'll catch you when I catch you. See ya.